Hi folks, John with the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for checking in today. I'm out here in my backyard testing a prototype blade for you folks today. Now, the folks over at Vikings Blades was nice enough to send me their MHK. Now, this is a Hmong style blade. If you're not familiar with that, those are the folks that live in Southeast Asia. And this is a variant of that design that they have been using for hundreds of years. Vikings Blades got a hold of me because they know that I love unique profile blades and that I am a big supporter of made in America veteran-owned companies. And that's what they are. Now, we're going to do a little bit of testing of this blade, and our review is going to be a little bit unique, a little bit off the beaten path that I normally do. Since this is a prototype, I'm not going to give a rating on this because there still may be a few more tweaks and improvements. But I'll list in the video description below all the contact information on how to get a hold of Viking knives if you are interested in getting the MHK. So without further ado, as always, we're going to cut away. I'll give you a quick tabletop specs rundown of this bad boy, and then we'll get to hacking and slashing with this, and then I'll come back and I'll give you some final thoughts on this knife. Come along, folks. It's going to be a fun video. Let's try a little rope cutting with the MHK. This right here is about 3/4 inch thick rope. See how well it's going to slice right through there. Not bad. Just a matter of finding that sweet spot. Nice clean cut right through there. So we already know this bad boy can chop. Let's see how well it does some of these fine tasks. I really like the handle because you can get a pendulum motion going with that, and that sweet spot right there. Just a lot of energy going right in there. Here, let's see how well it'll put a tip on this. Not bad. I'll tell you right now, this is a great chopper. Let's try down near the tip, because a lot of people are going to ask how that's working out. Now the cool thing is that it's tapered all the way to the point, but there's not a lot of meat taken out of there, so it looks pretty strong. Not bad. That would make really good bow drill sets for sure. All right, let's see. Choke up on it a little bit. Oh yeah. Making all sorts of chips. Ain't gonna be no problem there. It's just this wood is terrible. But moving right along. Had in mind, put on some glasses right now. We're gonna test out this pommel because this pommel's got a nice little breaker on there. That would be no problem at all right there. Cracking craniums with that. Let's try. Let's see how the blade's gonna hold up here with a coconut. We're gonna try it blade edge. Don't try this at home, folks. Not bad. Take my coat off there. I got a lot of cleanup to do before the wife gets home. Not bad, look at that. Nice, clean. Let's use that pommel again. Pretend we're on The Walking Dead right now. That's pretty cool. One more time with the edge. I want to see how the edge retention is going to be on this. Not bad. I love doing knife videos like this. The only thing is the cleanup after, before the wife gets home. So, classic Seedless Melon. We're going to try to cut through it without making too much of a mess. Here goes nothing. Nice. Let's see if we can cut another slice off. Oh, right through the can too. Not a bad. We'll check the edge retention now. Okay, all I did was wipe the blade off. Let's test it out now that it hit that can. See that my paper's a little bit wet. Not bad. Not bad. Even though it hit that steel, and this paper's getting kind of damp out here. Held up really nice. Well, this is a little sneak peek of the MHK. I'm gonna have a lot of cleanup to do in the backyard before the wife gets home for sure. But one thing that I didn't show when I was using the blade is 90-degree spine. So folks are gonna ask if this has one, and it does have a 90-degree spine. For folks that are into that sort of stuff, the steel on this, I really like the CPM 3V steel. As you can see, it held an edge very well. Even when I hit that coffee can and I was just slicing through that coconut, maintained a really good edge. I really like that full flat grind on there and how they tapered it down to the tip. I have a lot of confidence in this blade that you're not going to break the tip off making fireboards and such. So the Hmong community has used this in the jungles over in Southeast Asia for hundreds of years, this design, and it's worked out great for them. So I could see folks using this as a bushcraft blade, as a campcraft blade. It's a big blade, I'm not gonna lie. This is 18 inches of steel from the tip to the pommel, and the cutting edge is 10 inches long. But I found it to be very well balanced, and a lot of people that I showed it to had the reservations at first. They said, well, John, this might slide out of your hand, but I'm going to tell you, I've been playing around with this in the backyard now for a couple hours, and these G10 scales have just been really secure feeling in the hand, even when I come back a little bit. But I'm really digging this blade. I love how that pommel just can crush through that tile and pop those coconuts open. So if you're into unique style blades, like if you watch this channel and you're watching this video, I know that you are. If you're into made in America, veteran-owned companies that are small upstarts, then this might be your cup of tea. What I'll do is I'll leave a link in the video description below to Viking knives, and you can get a hold of them. They're going to be doing pre-orders on this blade. It's not in full production yet. The gentleman wanted me to test it out and give some feedback on this. And I'm going to be brutally honest right on camera. I wouldn't change anything. I'd go in full production right now with this. I really love this sweet spot right here. This is just a chopping machine like crazy. So if this is your cup of tea, link down below. Check them out. Folks, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, folks. Now I got to go get a broom and clean up all this mess before the wife comes home. Take care.